Hello, good evening. I'm gonna start doing a little bit of like an empty filler for those people who exist and who might watch, the later shows because they boring while I'm just doing my nothing. It's that weird crossover between these live and not live videos and all that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, putting the outline up here. Got that going, so I'm gonna read this real quick. Trying to figure out, I think this is kind of working for me. What's up, Bobby? It's fun. My baseball friend from way back in the school days accidentally clicks on the link. No, it's all good. I think I'm gonna kind of run through my kind of the general idea what the show's gonna be about tonight. While we're doing that filler. Did I do my do? I didn't do my intro song. Oh well. If anybody really, really needs the intro song, you let me know. And I'll do it. I'll do it. I ain't afraid to sing. There's a lot of stuff not to be afraid of right now. So we're going to talk about some of that. So anyway, the first thing that will go on, the immigration order. The executive order got stopped in court, got smacked down by the judges. Doesn't care, doesn't matter. The ICE raids still are happening. The other part of the executive orders, we'll talk about those, are still happening. Jeff Sessions is in, which means voting rights are in trouble. There's some weird stuff going on with the CIA and intelligence services. We'll talk about that too. The latest on what's going on with the Affordable Care Act and what they're going to do. Which is funny, because that's a good bit. A little bit about our new Secretary of Education. What's up, Bobby? Never got to... Yeah, how you doing, man? It's always fun to run into people on Facebook. I know I'm kind of weirdo. See how people turn out, huh? Right? Look at that guy. Uh-oh. I'm getting timeouts. Somebody's trying to... Not yet. Hold on, guys. We got slight text. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. That's not it. Come on. Oh, are you trying to download something, maybe? No. I keep trying to reconnect. It's very odd. You guys even see or hear me out there? I don't know. I'm getting some weird technical stuff. The last time this happened, my recording just did not work. What's up, Chad? Hey, can you hear me at all? Is this working? Because I keep getting a little bit of timeouts. Oh, a little better. Okay. Anyway. It's all amateur hour around here. That's all. This is just a discussion, folks. Yeah, I think it's working better now. I'm not getting my connection thing. I've had troubles, too, when I stop and then restart to try and find people, so... I don't know. Anyway... So like I was saying, DeVos in Evolution dead. We'll talk about that. The big story for tonight was has to do with a couple countries in Southeast Asia with nuclear weapons. And then a little bit about... cool. Yeah, this probably works better as a radio show anyway, man. My ugly mug. Don't have to worry about that. Talk about the Kellyanne Debacle. And then a little bit about Yemen. Because that's fun. So, off we are, going to the world tonight. As always, anybody? Cool. Yeah, it looks like it was working better than it does like this weird, gonna stop if you don't, but whatever. I don't know, man. It's all technology stuff. I only do SQL. I do technology for a job. Anyway, on to this. So the executive order was stopped in court. It was a 3-0 decision, not even close. They quoted some of the stuff that our president... shoot. Well, you're on my same connection. No, you're probably using the 4Gs. Anyway, sorry. So, I don't know what to tell you, folks. Upgrade the internet. Oh, by the way, internet's going to go to hell. The FCC, I haven't even talked about that. Net neutrality is going to die. A horrible, horrible death. But we'll talk about that later. So the executive order destroyed, put on a hold. They're not going to I don't think they're going to try and appeal it to the Supreme Court, because if they did, it would stay on hold the whole time. What they're going to do, I'll bet, is just write another one. And that's kind of going to be, again, when the point of here that this isn't The point of... Oh no! Stop! Ah, crap balls. The point of this kind of stuff is to protect, and as long as they have danger, they can claim protection. Oh, man. What's up, Shelton? Get my internet working right until I can talk about stuff, but... crap balls. I don't know who else is going on. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, we might try this. Lose all the stuff, but it's just like... Boop, boop, boop. It keeps dying on me. Trying to find out if there's something going on one of my computers. I've got so many. Alright, everybody's gone now. That's the fun part of me just meandering. I'll lose all my viewers. Alright, so it's doing better now. I think people have refreshed. My light is gone. So weird. Anyway, alright, we're going to just power through this show tonight, guys. So, the executive order, gone. It doesn't matter. The ICE raids are happening. They did this, and this showed up in a few things. I guess there's multiple cities. They're going to try and deport millions of people. There are not millions of criminals here in the country. They do have, and this is what happened. There was a lot of stories about this. There's, I think, according to some of the things that I've seen, roughly about 700,000 maybe people who have overstayed visas that have criminal records. Again, folks need to realize that most of the people who are in this country who are currently undocumented or don't have legal documents came into the country legally and just stayed. And so this notion that there's people pouring over the borders all the time, constantly, is utter, complete bullshit. It's not really part of the whole issue. And getting legal status for this situation, this was the whole point of immigration reform. One of the biggest opponents of immigration reform ever going through in 2014 here in Washington was a guy named Stephen Miller. He's one of the Breitbart people. They destroyed it because they didn't want to fix the problem and create a legal status for a lot of people. They want to do what you're going to see, which is jackbooted thugs grabbing people and throwing them out. Because they can't get enough of the really bad people that they want. They're shooting for about 3 million people, I think, fairly quickly. They can't get that many bad people, so they're going to, and this happened already in some of their stats that they've been able to get out of ICE. This stuff is just happening. This was this last week, so you have to wait till some of the reporting really gets more developed. But there was a number of people that they grabbed that were there for just deportation orders. So they're going to try and get anybody that they can grab to claim that they have great numbers for all these deportations. So regardless, that was on the immigration coming inside. This is on the kicking out. All part of the same ideology, which nationalism thing, this very strong safety thing. I'm sorry if I'm certainly choppy on your side. Because it's just a reason. Which is like, turns like trying to reconnect every 2 seconds. So, so annoying. Come on, internets, just work. And that would be great if they just let you do Facebook Live from a desktop where I've got it all wired, right? Instead of having to do it over my wireless. But they don't let you do that. Because, I don't know. Whatever. Silly, crazy, stupid stuff. So it's working. Maybe. Sorry. I know this is so fun to listen to. Is my radio on? Is it working? I can't tell none. See, the thing, and then to go back and talk about this is going to be... The thing that's so difficult about this and for the immigration stuff and what's going on here is, that first part of that whole poem, first they came for the illegal immigrants... And I had my documents, so I said nothing. Attempting to defend the ban from a religious point of view, evangelist Franklin Graham declared, "That's not a Bible issue." This is the right wing that's going to cover for this stuff. So, this question of law and order and reestablishing, this is the whole bit that Trump's going to be on. This is why they think they're going to be able to cruise to re-election and win this, because they're going to, like he said, he's the only one who can reestablish order and recreate the America that these people knew in the 1950s, or thought that they knew back when America was great again when he was a kid. the people will cover for this, so it's going to get... I'm going to see a little bit more this week how things play out with some of these raids. But they've been happening all over the place. All across the country. They're targeting sanctuary cities, and the idea is to get people in line to scare, essentially, those that would stand against this. And you know, a lot of this came in right after Sessions got confirmed. That having that top law enforcement officer in the country in place and on your side is important for doing this kind of stuff and trying to really push through this this police state stuff. And I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm going to have a larger argument about the notion and the concept of a police state in the U.S. being one. I've been talking about this for a long, long time. After 9/11 and a lot of the laws that they put forth in place, there's really not much of a question about that with the things. And then you have Obama, and he tried to roll back some of it, but at the same time didn't. Like the idea being like, well, yes, we have these powers, but we're not going to use them in a way that's going to be bad. Now you have somebody wanting to use these powers to establish